This is the third-ish attempt.
Take three of recording episode 20 of the Bean Boys podcast.
Take 3, yeah.
So Jake Paul, huh?
Yeah. So, I feel like the next stop for Jake Paul is to fight a retired U.S. Army veteran.
Mm-hmm. Or a retired infant.
A retired infant.
A retired injured infant.
Or Michael Cera. That'd be way better.
Mm-hmm.
I was at a store yesterday and I saw Michael Cera's face on a super bad t-shirt.
Sick.
And I was laughing audibly. Michael Cera's just, he's different.
He is.
He is.
He has the appearance, the mix of a 4-year-old and a 75-year-old. Throw them together and you've got Michael Cera.
Yeah. In the best way possible, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not saying this to be mean. We love Michael Cera.
So
Michael
much.
Cera's great. Honestly, one of the best actors and all-around humans of all time.
I don't think I've seen a single Michael Cera movie.
I think I've seen one. I saw, like, what was that called? Damn. He was a bass player in it, so that was cool.
Hi, I'm Nico.
Hi, I'm Esteban.
And welcome to the Bean Boys podcast.
You're listening to today's episode.
Yeah.
So, the McGregor fight. We're like really late to this because we're like 2 weeks late because we haven't recorded an episode in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're like, our podcast is like the equivalent of Internet Explorer, because we talk about things that happened a week ago and then we post it a week after we record it.
Yup. So everything's just very delayed.
Did you hear the John F. Kennedy got shot? Abraham Lincoln got shot. Did you hear?
I didn't hear that.
Was John F. Kennedy one of the presidents that got shot?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, good, because I'm not good with American history.
Nice. Did you hear the war ended?
Which war? The War of 1812? It's done? Yes! Yes!
I love I was thinking like World War II, but you just went straight 1812.
Only the most up-to-date news here on the Bean Boys podcast.
Yup.
Yeah. The number one most trusted news source behind Joe Rogan.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Joe Rogan.
He's literally 5'3".
I saw this. Randomly got recommended this video. Is Joe Rogan's first appearance in UFC. It was on UFC 12.
Wait, he was in UFC?
Or no, my bad. Like commentating.
Oh, okay.
He had hair, and all the comments were like, "Why does Joe Rogan actually have hair?"
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe Rogan, he had hair.
Joe Rogan with hair, more like Joe Rogaine. Aha.
Nice.
See what I did there? Because
Yep.
it's a hair loss cream.
Yup.
A hair loss cream. That'll make you lose hair. You want to gain hair. Joe Rogan.
But yeah. So, freaking UFC, Conor McGregor died. Rip his leg. 2000, wait, no, not 2000. 1990 whatever. Is he from the 90s? 19 whatever to 2021.
Yeah.
Insert side music and rain effect. Yep.
Yeah, so it was pretty rough seeing his ankle just get absolutely annihilated by the floor.
Yeah.
Like, just gone.
Like, Dustin Poirier put up a good fight. Honestly, I feel like he would have won regardless.
I didn't watch the fight,
damn.
So he was fighting better, Dustin? For
yeah,
sure?
for sure. He fought better than in the second match, and he won the second match.
Okay. But it was only one round, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the round was about to end. There was like 30 seconds left, I think, when his leg snapped.
That sucks, though, because, you know, for both the viewers and the fighters, because they hyped it up so much.
It was one of the most hyped matches in recent UFC history.
And it just ended inconclusively. Because, like, yes, Poirier did win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't really win. Like, he didn't beat Conor. It was just his ankle died.
Conor. Yeah, he died.
Conor's ankle beat himself.
Yeah. And it was like... I felt bad for myself for the fact that I felt no remorse when it happened. I'm like, damn, he really got what he deserved. But, like, he straight up said he was going to kill Poirier. Which is, like... I understand. You're trying to, like, build up for the show, right? You're trying to, like, make a scene so you get more money, so more people watch it. Exactly. He straight up said, I'm going to murder you.
It's an execution match.
It's an execution match. He's just gonna pull out a gun.
Blocka.
It's like, you know, when they like pat them down beforehand. It's like, Connor, why'd you bring a gun?
I always wondered that. What are they? They're shirtless. What are they patting them
I
down
love how
for?
they pat their chest too.
Like you're concealing a machete in your rib cage.
You just consume it.
They swallow it beforehand, and
Like those magician people.
yeah, and then in the middle of the fight, they just pull a throat out of their sword.
So, like a medieval sword.
Yeah.
Like freaking silver chariot, just like out here.
On guard. Cha, cha.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so great. No, it'd be funny if it was like they pat him down and they find a gun, right? And the ref is like, Connor, what are you doing? He's like, you guys didn't hear? I said I was gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like Connor would be like, did I do something wrong?
I said what I was gonna do. I did it. Why are you confused?
Yeah. Connor's just built different.
Built different. Yeah. Yeah, that should be a new thing. When you say you're gonna kill someone in the ring, just go for it. Who cares about laws or murder?
It's
just
more
go
about
for it.
staying true to your word.
Mm-hmm. Your word is more important than
Someone's life. No, this is terrible. Never listen to anything we have to say. In a past recording of this, wait.
No, it was
No,
this
it was this one.
recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already don't remember which recording it was. This is the third time trying this, by the way, because the first time I forgot to put an SD card in the camera. The second time I forgot to hit record on my mic.
And this time, all good.
So far.
And if you didn't understand what we were talking about at the beginning about Jake Paul, we kind of talked about it on the other two recordings. Basically, we found it funny how recently he's been only fighting retired or injured people. So
Or just not boxers.
yeah. So he's just gonna pick out some random injured dude in the street, some guy in a wheelchair, and just punch him. and then make a whole scene out of it, and that'll be his next fight.
I wanted to box his brother. That'd be one of the most fair fights between both of them.
Yeah, that would be fun. Why? How come they haven't done that yet?
I don't know.
That would make so much money.
And I feel like it's not that hard for them to think, because I feel like they get mad at each other quite often. I feel like Jake Paul has come to the conclusion that he needs to box everyone, but he still hasn't been like, nah, I should box my brother. I didn't assume it'd take that long.
Yeah, I like to think the thought hasn't crossed their minds yet. Like zero.
Like not even remotely close.
And they're listening to this right now like,
how did we never think of that?
Bro, we should fight each other. We'll make so much money.
Fact. Like, honestly, they'd make so much money off of that. Imagine both their audiences. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think, I don't get how that's really different from anything else now that I think of it, because really it's always just both their audiences.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways.
Wait, sorry. One thing. You said Jake Paul has come to the conclusion that he wants to box everyone, right?
Yeah.
That reminded me.
Literally everyone.
That reminded me. When we were at Wonderland. So we were waiting in line to go on a ride at Wonderland.
Yeah.
And there's this kid in front of us in the line.
Probably like 8 years old.
Yeah. And he's wearing a shirt, and on the back, it was some MMA shirt on the front. And then on the back, it said, "Fight everyone." And I thought it was the funniest thing. You're seeing this old lady walking across the street with her walker. Bam! Dead!
And it's like
fight everyone!
And it's an 8-year-old too. Like
Yeah,
an 8-year-old just boxing everyone.
Everyone he sees. He just, in the line we were waiting, and he just starts kicking everyone. Just, fight everyone.
He's like, did you not see my shirt? I'm a man of my word.
Exactly.
He's gonna grow up to be the next Conor McGregor.
If my shirt said kill everyone, guess what I'd be doing right now?
You're wearing an Attack on Titan shirt. Are you trying to say something?
Yeah.
Anyways, before YouTube thinks we're too violent for YouTube, more violence. Logan Paul really thinks he could fight Mike Tyson.
Oh boy.
I
Yeah.
really want that to happen.
Just before we recorded, Esteban was showing me videos of retired Mike Tyson training.
Put up video
oh
of Logan Paul doing literally anything in the ring, training.
Ooh.
Okay, you suck. Just kidding. We love you, Logan Paul.
Don't punch us.
Yeah. And then put up video of Mike Tyson, retired, keep in mind. I think he's like 59 or whatever. And this is him.
Wow.
You're going to die, Logan. You're literally going to die. I don't care how stuck up you think you are. Logan, you're gonna die.
Like Mayweather, I feel like Mayweather went to that match with the intent to get paid and have fun.
Not even have fun. He's like, I'm getting paid. Even after the fight, he's like, yeah, obviously I didn't do my all. I could have knocked him out.
He held back. Mike Tyson, sure. I do not see him.
Mike Tyson doesn't have the, like, what's that called? His brain isn't stable enough to understand that he doesn't have to go all out on him.
He has the fight everyone logic. Yeah.
How much you want to bet that was a Mike Tyson shirt?
Probably.
But yeah, if Mike Tyson ever fights Logan Paul, 100% I'd buy that.
I wouldn't buy it. I would just watch the highlights. But yeah,
Facts.
If I were to buy something,
I always say I'd buy it. I've never bought a single pay-per-view thing in my life, I think.
No, but if I were to buy one, that would probably be it. Just so I could see Logan get hurt.
Facts.
So I was texting someone this week, and we were talking about Attack on Titan. And I was trying to write the Colossal Titan, but it autocorrected to the Comical Titan. So I just, I thought it would be so funny if the Colossal Titan, the lightning comes down, he appears over the wall looking as intimidating as he does, and all the people inside the walls are like, oh no, we're all gonna die, and the dude just starts cracking jokes. He's like, so what's the deal with airline food? Or he's like,
it's not even funny jokes, it's just like dumb like stand-up jokes.
he says his jokes and then none of the people inside the wall laugh, so that's why he kills them. Knock knock,
who's there?
It's me, the Colossal Titan. To kill you. Hey, why are you screaming? I'm just trying to do my set here.
Ah, damn! I'm just gonna step on you.
You know what? You're a bad audience. You don't deserve to live. Dead. Dead.
Yeah, that was funny. I honestly have nothing else to say about this week other than random boxing stuff. Like, I have 2 more things.
Okay.
I'll just save one and then maybe one for next week.
Okay.
Did you watch this TikToker fought this rapper?
Was it at Social Gloves?
No, this was like, this was more recent.
No, then I probably didn't hear about it.
Okay. You know who Blueface is?
Yeah.
You know who New Main is? No. The guy Danny made a video about how he steals everyone else's TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
They fought.
Nice.
Blueface is like 6'3".
Isn't Blueface a rapper?
Yeah.
Did you say TikToker versus rapper? Or?
Yeah, TikToker versus rapper.
I thought you said TikToker versus
TikToker.
Yeah, English.
But yeah, it was funny. Like,
what do you mean?
They fought in like a square. I was about to say a square ring, a circular ring.
That's odd.
Yeah, and then it was the worst boxing I've ever seen. Like, all their training, they forgot it the second they got in the ring. Blueface won off of unanimous decision after the third round. My bad.
How many rounds were there?
3.
Oh.
And then what's it called? Newman had the worst punches on earth. Didn't cover his face. His punches were like weak, like body punches, because he probably couldn't even reach his like Blueface's face. And Blueface, he was like, first round he barely even tried. Second round he actually did pretty good. Third round he didn't even try, and he still won.
Nice. So but it was New Main just that bad?
Yeah, he would turn his back to him so he wouldn't get punched.
Fair enough.
He did like 5 360s in that fight. Not even like when you spin to do like that, like that thing.
The greatest move ever.
Yeah, like the greatest move in boxing. No, he didn't even do that.
He just
like went like and then he like continued the circle.
It's so crazy. Why are these people boxing?
I don't know, but the best part was in the press conference. Blueface just yelled at him. Like, he went up, like they went face to face, and Blueface just started laughing and yelling to his face. New Main's reaction was like, "You should brush your teeth." And then Blueface just stole his glasses.
Nice. Well, I guess Jake Paul is starting a trend then of stealing your opponent's
article of clothing.
Yep.
But yeah, no, this fight was garbage. I feel like now every week, or like no, every time there's a UFC card, there's also like an influencer card.
We should fight.
Yeah.
We should find some other small podcast and beef with them.
And then we could do like a tag team fight, like a WWE fight.
Yeah, let's do it. If there's any other small podcast listening to this,
willing
I'll fight you.
willing to do tag team WWE style fight.
Yeah,
Okay? Like, so meaning we're gonna script it.
of course. But we're not gonna hold back. We'll kill you. And we said it, so we mean it. Well, I said it. Are you willing to kill people?
Sure.
Nice.
Nice.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yup. I feel like we have to say that after a lot of stuff this episode.
Yeah, for sure.
But
what
yeah,
was I gonna
I honestly, not much happened to me this week. I just watched a lot of random boxing clips and UFC and MMA clips.
But the Olympics are on now. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
Skateboarder hit himself in the balls.
We'll show the video here.
Ah,
Oof.
poor guy.
That's the weirdest way to hit yourself because
Because like usually it's like going down the rail, you'd go
you
like.
fall and then. Pew. But
But this dude
slid
went
into it
down the rail and then slid into it.
vertically. Yeah,
Like he landed the trick.
I know. And then
Ah,
poor guy. That I can say poor guy for, not Connor.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because skateboarding is very different from other sports.
Yeah.
But they still decided to hire like the exact same commentators that you would for like a soccer game or like a chess match.
Yeah.
Because you can tell these guys like 5 minutes before the event started.
They gave them like the Olympic manual to skateboarding,
Mm-hmm.
and they read it front to back like 5 times before bed each night
Yep.
leading up to the event.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we got this. They knew what they were talking about, but they said it in the least knowing way ever.
Yeah. It was like they were. It was like they were answering questions on a test.
Yeah.
They said the answer and then they felt the need to elaborate like
On things you didn't have to elaborate on.
Like I found it so funny. Someone did a nollie, which is where you do an ollie, but like
On
with
your
back
nose.
foot on the nose. Yeah. So the guy was like, "Oh, you see there, that guy, he did a nollie, and a nollie is called a nollie because it's an ollie off
On
the
your
nose." And it was just so funny. Like I'm obviously no expert on skateboarding terminology, but it was just really funny listening to these guys trying to make sense of it.
And I feel like skateboarding's like, if you even want to call it a sport, it's a sport you can't really commentate.
Yeah.
Because like you could call out the tricks they're doing, but like in between runs and everything, they were just like, "Oh, Nyjah Huston's gonna be so great once he comes up. Just wait till Nyjah Huston comes out."
Those were the most biased commentators I've ever
Oh my
heard.
god, you can tell they didn't know anyone there except Nyjah.
Yeah, Nyjah was the only person I knew too, and I was looking forward to his, but I've never heard commentators so excited to see someone.
I've never seen grown men so excited to see another grown man.
Yeah. 'Cause,
They're like, "Oh my gosh, Nyjah's doing his run."
oh, and he fell. And then Nyjah messed up like I think 2 or 3 of his jumps on like the single trick part.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh no, the pressure's really coming down on Nyjah Huston now."
I feel like they felt more pressure than
I know.
Nyjah.
Nyjah probably just didn't care. They were like, we can't do a finals without Nyjah, can we? No way. Yeah, it was just they probably did like a wiki how or something.
Yeah.
Read all the terminology, saw that Nyjah Huston was a good skateboarder.
Yeah.
And that was like we're really just gonna go with that.
They really saw that this world rank was #1, and they're like, "Yup, he's the best, right?
the best.
We love him."
I'm so excited for his run. There's
Yeah.
no way he's not making it to the finals.
Nope.
Which he did make it to the finals, but it was close.
Yeah.
He finished 7th, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like underperformed to what I expected, but
The commentators must have been so mad.
they came home last night. It's like, "Honey, how's the job?" Terrible.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want it, please.
Just slams the door.
Nyjah Huston lost.
"Honey, who's Nyjah?" "Don't worry about it."
And now these kids are making fun of me for describing an ollie.
His wife's like, "If only if you loved me as much as you love Nyjah." His kid's like, "Dad, you want to go skate?" "No, you'll never be as good as Nyjah. He's the #1 in the world."
You're not the #1 in the world. You know who is?
Who?
Nyjah Huston. And he finished 7th.
The kid's just crying.
Dad, why don't you love me? Because you're not Nyjah.
Oh, that's great. He just gets matching Nyjah tattoos. Like, Nyjah has his whole body tattooed. He just gets his whole body tattooed to match Nyjah.
Every single tattoo.
Every single
an
one.
exact replica.
Yeah. It'd be great. Well, the commentators were actually amazing, though. Like, shout out to them for trying to explain it to people who didn't know what was happening. But I feel like you needed to know what was happening,
now
too.
People who didn't know are, like, super educated because they
Yeah.
over-explained everything. They were like, he did a tri-flip. That's where the board flips and spins at the same time.
Yup. I love when they were explaining degrees. They're like, he rotated clockwise 360 degrees.
Like, I get it. They're saying it right, but it's just so funny.
They say it in the most NPC way ever. Like, but it was great. It was funny. I really want to imagine that this guy comes home crying because Nyjah lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be really funny.
But yeah, transitioning into the next topic. Florida man time.
Yeah.
What day is it today? July 25th.
Sick.
Nice. Yo, Siri.
Florida man story. It's a good one.
Fill in the bubble. Florida man in a bubble like blank washes up on blank.
In a bubble like blank washes up on blank.
Yup.
In a bubble like costume? No. Bubble like car
Okay.
washes up on shore.
It washes up on beach, and it's Florida man in bubble like vessel washes up on beach. Just look at the picture. What is this contraption?
What? What's the point? Why?
A Florida man washed the shore inside a bubble-like vessel on Saturday morning after an apparent attempt to walk on water.
I get it now. So now
This was 6 hours ago.
sick. Nice. I don't know why.
We have a current one.
That's awesome.
That's great.
So he built himself that contraption, which we'll show here, because he thinks he's Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, hats off to him. He's a go-getter. He doesn't just sit by and watch things happen. He goes and does it.
My goal is not only to raise money for homeless people, but to raise money for the Coast Guard.
Oh, good for
Raise
him.
money for the police department, raise money for fire departments. They are the public service. They are in public service. They do it for safety and for the help other people. Those same people brought him to shore because he was struggling to do that.
The taxpayers' money was used on the police officers.
Very well.
Nice. So he said he wanted to raise money for them. How? How exactly?
You didn't know? You can mine Bitcoin in the middle of the ocean if you walk on it.
I see.
Yeah.
It must have been like, so I'm going to go into my bubble-like vessel. I'm going to go out into the middle of the ocean, and the the firemen and the police officers, they're going to make so much money because of this.
They probably like picked him up because they thought he was going to commit some like maritime crime or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way that this guy is doing something not illegal in a bubble-like vessel in the middle of the ocean.
How could he breathe, though? Was it, like, completely encapsulated?
He probably doesn't even breathe, honestly.
You don't need to. Yeah.
Nah, he probably just injects, like, Gatorade in his IV, and he's set for days.
He just filled the whole thing with Gatorade. Like, what am I thinking of? Like in Evangelion, when the people go into the robots, they're surrounded by this liquid.
Okay.
And they can still breathe in it, even though it's liquid. Their bodies have just adjusted to be able to breathe in
This
Gatorade.
guy's just gonna turn into, like, a Pacific Rim type character. He was just looking for his suit because he got sunk underwater.
And that was like the escape pod, the bubble like, yeah.
Damn, we're just a conspiracy theory podcast now.
He could be one of the people in the robots from the Pacific Rim, or he could be one of the monsters, because they come out of the ocean too. Maybe he just...
Florida people are monsters from Pacific Rim.
There it is.
Damn. New news headline. Florida man discovered to be Pacific Rim monster. Yup. That's great.
So, children's stories are based off Florida men, and
Yep.
now Pacific Rim is also based off Florida people too.
Yeah.
Sick.
Love how your dog's just walking around.
Yeah.
What's up, Duggo?
Hey, Benny. Benny's been on so many episodes of the podcast now, like at least 3.
He's just a reoccurring character now. I'm gonna just take a video so you can see him in his natural habitat. Hey, Benny. Benny. Give me your opinion on Florida people.
Nice.
Why'd you lick my hand, bro?
Then you can do ASMR. Just lick the microphone.
Nice. Well, that was a great way to end this week's episode. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and to smash post notifications. I feel like no one says smash for post notifications.
Yeah.
They should get post notifications more hyped up.
Smash the comment button. Don't leave a comment.
Just smash
Just
it.
smash it. And if you're a small podcast, we want to fight you.
Yep.
So leave a comment too.
Let me know if you're a small podcast from the GTA. Preferably people our age and not like 40-year-old men. We're not trying to do a not Conor McGregor,
But
Jake Paul types.
We
fight.
are willing to fight younger people though.
Yeah,
Like-
if
like
you're younger than
6-year-olds.
if you're like 6, we could make it. It could work out if you're 6.
Yeah.
But if you're like 44, please don't.
I'm
No.
not much bigger than a 6-year-old, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye.
Toodaloo.